Welcome Transformers fans, my name is Composite EnerJoe and today I will be bringing you my review of the Transformers Thrilling 30 Deluxe Class Minicon Assault Team. And yeah, now you're probably sitting there or standing there going, well wait a minute, these aren't Deluxe classes, these are like at the very best like maybe 3 Scouts or maybe 3 Legion class figures. And yeah, you're probably right. However, soon enough you'll see why this entire team is referred to as a deluxe class. Just be patient and you'll find out. So yeah, here are the three. This is the Minicon assault team. Over here in this tank mode we have a heavy tread, and there's a Minicon symbol. Then the helicopter is wind shear, Minicon symbol, and then the jet with the oversized thrusters is runway. And they're pretty cool. These alt modes are actually not bad. I've seen better, but they're not bad, especially when I tell you what exactly these three can actually do. So yeah, these three vehicle molds are not really based on anything, but since I'd rather say since I don't really like just saying that, might as well say what they remind me of. Heavy tread here, this alt mode reminds me of something called a heavy gun tank. Looks pretty close to that. Wind shear kind of resembles an Apache helicopter. And runway vaguely reminds me of a jet in like the F series. And that's it. I guess out of the three of them, the one I like, my favorite alt mode would be the tank here. I think it's the best one put together, even though the turret does not move at all. He has some wheels so he can roll, and the helicopter blades there. Rotor can also rotate, and this has absolutely nothing at all except you can see the robot face right there. So yeah, nothing much really to say. These are, even for their size, I've seen better figures, but there's a reason for that. So let's get on with transformation. Let me start off with runway. I always see runway as being like the leader of this little trio. So come back here, you pop off this. This will be his robot mode weapon. Here you flip him over. And you pull that down. Well, no, not yet. You separate the hands. These guys are really simple transformations. Just rotate out. Not even rotate out, just pull them out. Like try and connect them there. Bring this down. You'll hear a click. You hear like a soft click, so bring that down. Pull forward the feet, and that's it. This is runway. You get his weapon and you peg it in here onto his arm, and that's it. So we have runway in his okay robot mode. It's okay. Little articulation, you got ball joints, head does not move, ball joints here, and a lot of range on a knee, and a really nice knee. Can also do a good kick. Yeah, ball joints, ball joints, ball joints, ball joints. Ball joints do what ball joints do. I think out of the three of them, he has the best range. He has the best articulation, and there's a big reason for that. I guess next up we'll go into put him back there. Runway. So let's get to wind shear. Remove this. If you haven't noticed, it's actually really easy. Like just fold out. Pop out over here, bring out, and then bring out. These are the legs. Just pull that back. No, not yet. Nah, I actually don't like doing it. I don't like doing it for a wind shear robot mode. Bring that down, and there she is. This is wind shear. I think for all three of them, I wish that they would have painted the eyes. Then you take the Gatling gun here and put it there. And there you go, wind shear in her robot mode. And that's it. Ball joint, ball joint, ball joint, ball joint. And a knee. And pretty good kick. And that's it. Really nothing much. Fair so far. The three of these are actually really simple to transform. So put it there. Oh, also, if you have trouble standing her up, you can use this as like a support. So put her there. And then we get to heavy tread. Let's see, what do? You come here. Oh, you come back here. Pull this down. Pull it down. Pull it down. Open up the feet. And then you separate. And that is it. He's the easiest one to transform. In terms of articulation, he has the least. He has some ball joints here on his arms. Ball joint, and that's it. You just go forward, back. And that is it. And this cannon could also be removed from there. He has a hand there. Just pop it in like that. And there you go. And that is heavy tread. And here they are in their robot modes. And out of the three robot modes, my favorite would have to be Runway, because I think he's the most, most solid one out of the three. So Heavy Tread is my favorite alt mode, while Runway has my favorite robot mode. Sadly, Wind Shear is just in the middle for both. So yeah. Now, we're not actually done yet with this team. And now I'm going to, let me check out his face. He has like a monocle there, some kind of scope for an eye. There's actually one more thing this team can do. And the whole reason why this team is referred to as a deluxe size is because they can actually combine together. Yeah. These three are a combiner team. So, let's get on with it by doing it in this order. So, first thing you gotta do is remove their weapons. Remove the weapons. Remove the weapons. So we get to combine them now. And when the three of them combine together, they form a deluxe-sized character. So, here's what you do. Put the arms up like that. Turn them around. And separate. And there you have the legs. Really simple. Heavy tread becomes the legs. Now we come to this part, which is the trickiest one, I think. You turn them upside down. So you pull this forward, and you're supposed to separate these parts like that. Down like that. Fold it until they peg into there. Then fold this back, and then you see the combined hands, the combiner hands. Fold this back, peg it in there. Same thing, bring it in there. Mine are a bit loose here, but could, like, especially this arms, what is it, the left arm's peg there is a bit loose. And then flip this back. Oh, make sure you push forward the front feet. Then these pieces, I like putting them in there just to sort of cover up this empty space. Have it be like that. And then we get to this part, wind shear. Pretty much you have to, be very careful, this might pop off. Basically, you have to put her back into her robot mode. Oh, not exactly. Bring this down. Fold in that. And pull this up. And you get to see the robot mode head. The combined mode head. What you do is pull that forward. Pull that forward. And then the idea is that to peg this back on. Connect that back on. And then there. I said there. Doesn't really want to listen. Then you just, just basically it's like having it be in a, I'll fold this back down. This is the head, and then the legs, I like to have them fold up like this, and then have that fold down. And then we have the head. So, let's get on with combining. So, heavy tread will form the feet and legs, and you combine it like this. This is a combiner connector. You put it in there, and you combine it. It's there. You hear a nice click. So now runway has the arms and torso. Let me lift up. And then wind shear will form the head. that you have to use this peg, which is that right there. And also make sure that the nose cone fits into either there or there. So yeah, this you may have to angle the nose cone a little bit forward. This is the one more annoying parts. Having to make sure all of this fits in there. And then wait. I don't like that the actual cockpit of a wind shear pops off so easily. Might just be my copy, but it's very annoying. Just be aware that it might be loose on any copies that you get. Yeah, for some reason, this is the most annoying part, connecting the head to the body. Wow, that's annoying. This pops off. Yeah, he's not the most stable of combiners. There we go. Have him be forward like that. Plugged in. Wow. Wow, this is not going well. Give me 1 second. Okay, I got him. I basically just had to like clip on the arms a little bit higher and then fold the legs down a bit more, and there, I finally got the head connected. So yeah, and here we have Centuratron. Yep, this is that is the name of this combiner. And yeah, this is why it's a deluxe class, because Centuratron combined together, the assault team becomes Centuratron, who's roughly the size of a deluxe class. Albeit a slightly smaller deluxe class, but still a deluxe class. Yeah, his articulation is better than the three other of them. Like, these are on ball joints. Ball joints, elbow there. No real rotation. Head still doesn't move. And these legs are not on ball joints with a good knee. And has a meh kick. And he looks pretty good. Like I said, for what it is, I don't like that you can see Heavy Tread's head there. That's just to make your own jokes about that. But yeah, not a fan. And then the actual weapons here can combine together to form Centuratron's weapon, which at least how I do it is like this. Plug that underneath, and then this on top. And this is the way I do it. Feel this is the coolest way. Then you pop it up here. Maybe it wants to be doing on the right hand. There we go. And there we have his big gun. This is like a, I don't even know what this is. It's like a machine gun, cannon, missiles. So this is a pretty epic weapon there. But one thing I like to do, I actually like having the machine gun part be on his separate hand, be on his other hand, so you can have the, because this looks pretty, I think this looks really nice by itself, and then this could just be like an auto pistol that he can use. I actually prefer it like this, where he has the Gatling gun on one hand, and then the cannon missile thing, the thruster cannon, on his other hand. So yeah, overall, it's okay. I think I think what drew my attention to this character, to this could I say set? Yeah, I guess set, because it's a team. To this team, is that it's 3 minicons that combine together to form a combiner. I gotta say, three bot combiners are not that common. So it's nice to see a sort of one made out of minicons, and like a newer version of that. I think out of all of the three names of the characters, I believe Runway is the only one that I think used to be a minicon back in the what is it, Transformers Armada. I do recall there being a jet minicon named Runway. I'd have to go back and double check, but yeah, I think that's the one name that's of an actual minicon. The other two I don't recall. Yeah, overall, this is a pretty cool figure. I think is he that solid? Not really. Like I said, he's not as solid as I would like him to be. But like I said, for what it is, the fact that it's three, what is it, Legion class bots that combine together, and on top of that, each one also has a robot and a vehicle mode. It's not bad. I think in terms of execution, it's not bad, but it's not the best. I've seen much better, and like I said, for what it is, it's not bad. I think it's kind of cool. Do I recommend it? Only if you really like combiners and find this thing pretty cool. Like if you like the idea of having a minicon team that combines. I ended up getting him because it reminded me of the Transformers Armada, where there was a minicon team there of 3 minicons that did combine. So I was feeling nostalgic, and it was pretty cool seeing this. And like I said, the highlight of this is combining them into Centuratron. The individual figures are okay. Like I said, okay. What did I say? Heavy Tread was my favorite alt mode, but Runway was my favorite robot mode. And the combined mode is the highlight. So yeah, he's pretty cool. If you want a sort of minicon combiner, here he is. And he's not bad. Like I said, the best thing about him is the combining into Centuratron. Nothing else to really say. He was never repainted. To my knowledge, this is a one-time mold. And yeah, that's it. Nothing else to say. He's a cool figure. He's a cool set. So this has been my review of the Transformers Thrilling 30 Deluxe Class Minicon Assault Team, which consists of Runway, Windshear, Heavy Tread, and combined together to form Centuratron. This is Composite EnerJoe signing off. Peace out.